Vegan Prism. Today, once again, we are in Balance Bowl, and with us here we have Moira Delia from the TV show Animal Diaries. Hello Moira, how are you?
Thank you for inviting me.
Very welcome, very welcome. Usually it's the other way around, you're interviewing me.
And it's an honor to be your guest.
Thank you
one of
very
your
much.
guests.
Thank you very much. It's an honor for us as well. And to get us started, we wanted to know basically who is Moira Delia?
Well, in front of the camera, this is Moira Delia, but behind the scenes, I'm just a person who loves my hobby is my training, but otherwise I work hands-on on the poorest animals that unfortunately we still have in our streets, and I do my best to give them a better life.
Yes, and that I imagine is what drives you throughout your everyday.
Yes.
To deliver the message, the very important message you deliver every day, every week.
Yes, actually, this role, the role of a TV presenter and producer, helped me to be the voice for animals, and I use it mainly and solely, I must say, for animals.
Yes.
Because there are so many other people talking and being the voice for other good causes.
Yes, yes.
However, we need a lot of power, a lot of people being the voice for the voiceless.
Yes, yes. I remember, how long has it been now, the television program, Animal Diaries?
The television program has been, I think, altogether, because it was Puss in Boots before,
yes,
15 years.
Yes, yes. I remember hearing this TV show Puss in Boots growing up, and then this new Animal Diaries.
Yes, I changed the name because I decided to go on my own.
Yes.
Before we were two people, but I realized I'm more of an animal lover than the other person, and I wanted to make it stronger and not kill the program. So
yes,
I changed the name. Animal Diaries is basically a diary that talks about all the animals, including farm animals, including birds, horses, wild animals. We are there.
Yes. And when did the name change?
I have, well, 10 years ago.
10
about
years
10 years ago. Yes, a long time. And considering that every year we have 39 programs.
Wow.
So every 9 months, and that's the TV.
Yes, of course.
The TV is a 9-month period. There are 39 programs, and every program is very important to me.
Yes.
The production of every program, whether it's we're discussing wild animals, domestic animals, veganism, vegetarianism, everything is.
Yes.
In my opinion, it's interesting. I hope the viewers keep on watching and find it as interesting.
And I'm sure that's when you talk like that. It's very clear. It's a passion.
Yes.
You know, it's not just a job. It's a passion, and that passion. And I've been with you on the show. And that passion clearly translates through the screen. And I mean, altogether 15 years, and then Animal Diaries on its own, all these years, it definitely, I mean, the people get it, people see it,
yes.
And that passion, I'm sure, translates.
And it's an honor, you know, being recognized as the voice for the voiceless,
yes,
you know.
Yes,
it is. In Maltese, they call me, Maltese people call me Moira dell'Animale.
Exactly right, yes.
That's the best nickname one could ever have.
Yes, I mean, when it comes to animals, it's Moira Delia.
Yes.
I mean, you have to, it's synonymous, literally.
You know, I mean, not to have the name, don't get me wrong, but I've worked hard for this.
Of course, everybody likes appreciation.
Yes,
you know, it's not.
Yes, I've worked hard for this, and I've worked hard mainly to give them the best life, the best laws, the best, you know, respect that they deserve to live in. And there's much more to do.
Yes,
you know, there's a lot of work.
Oh, there's always a lot
yes.
more to do, especially when it comes to animals. It's never enough.
Yes.
Oh, if you had to pick like one episode where the show really helped? Like it was thanks to the show. Can you maybe think of an?
You should have prepared me for
Yes, yes. I just
so every time I produce a show, I feel whether it's going to be a good show or
Yes,
not. You
yes.
feel that the production, the subject, you know. And most especially, one particular program was about birds.
All right.
And illegal hunting, and I mean that. Whenever I discuss that subject, unfortunately briefly, because you have to be very careful the way you produce such a show, and we are pro-life. So anything we discuss is positive, it's for the birds, we love to see them flying and be free, and we fight for their freedom. So one particular show, yes, I remember I had this show talking about the illegalities and what it's just information and education for the public to know what they can report, how they can participate to protect the birds. Other than that, we had good, massive good feedback with regards to farm animals. When we give them all the info, all the realities that happen, you know, people are asleep when these things happen. So yes. Know about the reality of life.
It's about education, educating people so they can make their own decisions. Now, obviously, leading your life has its ups and downs. How is it to what are the biggest rewards and challenges when it comes to being a TV personality in your experience?
TV personality per se, I would say. The reward is being the voice, managing to become a familiar face. I wouldn't say popular, famous, a familiar face with the people for the work I do. However, the best ever satisfactions, you know, my reward is away from all this makeup, all the camera. When I'm behind the scenes, I'm behind the camera. When my work is over in front of the camera, I love working hands-on with animals. I love rescuing cats, rehoming dogs, helping sanctuaries. I do not help in the sanctuaries with the dogs. I do help with the rehoming.
Yes, it's very important work, very important work.
Yes, and I neuter, I hate to say a lot of cats because I do not do it carelessly. I do it wisely and obviously not to let those poor cats, abandoned cats in the streets suffer. So, you should see my face. The minute I trap a cat, you know, and probably after this interview I'll be working on another trapping and rescuing. It's like, I don't know, I never won the lottery, but it's actually winning the lottery or something really, really important in life.
Because it's a life. I mean, it may be 5, it may be 10, it may be 100, but each one is an individual.
Animal lives.
Yes.
Whether we're rescuing, neutering, if you calculate the amount of kittens when we don't neuter, the amount of kittens being born, and the cruelty that humans bring on, because humans are being cruel to these abandoned animals by abandoning them.
And maybe people sort of either get fed up or are desensitized to the word neuter, but neutering is probably the most important thing we can do apart from giving them a safe and loving home. Because just one cat can breed God knows how many across a lifetime.
I know. And the kindest thing, if we are responsible owners, if we do really care for animals, any animals, not the ones that we keep at home, then do something about it.
Yes.
You know, and you see the population of your colony, you know, downsizing and keeping a healthy colony. That's the most important thing.
Exactly, very much, yes. And also, when it comes to your program, even you as a person, obviously your beautiful chick is not very far behind.
First of all, I was brought up with animals. At 7 years of age, I climbed a tree to save this kitten. and I took it home. My mother was a very, and she still is, a big animal lover. And we used to say from birds to turtles to you name it,
yes.
cats and dogs. We wouldn't drive on if we came across an abandoned cat or a dog.
Yes, yes.
So it's in our culture. We were brought up with this culture. So any animal that comes into our household, it has to be a rescued animal.
Yes,
so Chica, who is right behind me having her break, because she's been with me throughout the
long day.
Yes, filming and everything. Chica used to live her first 3 years, was in a basement with another 5 dogs.
Oh.
So basically underground without even any light, natural light. Today she's the queen. Huh?
And she's in the spotlight.
Queen, and she's in the spotlight. I remember Rosalind from AAA told me, oh my God, you're taking her? Because obviously she chose my dog. And she told me, oh my God, from what I've seen her to, she's going to be a star. She's going to be a star, a TV star. So, you know, she's having the best life.
Yes, I'm sure she does. And what, before we close off the idea of the show, what would be the message when it comes to animal cruelty? If you had to sum it up in a sentence or two, what would be the message you want to put across with animal cruelty?
Okay, my very, very plain, very nothing out of this world. I mean, my simple message out there is do what you can.
Yes.
Do whatever you can to save an animal, to save the animal from pain, and treat animals as what would they like, what is best for the animal. So think about that. Do not think about yourself only. So if there is an option where you can save that animal, all that suffering,
yes,
go for that.
Yes.
Go for that. And don't fall. Even I'm going to mention maybe such a silly thing, you know, you're shopping and this leather bag comes up really cool, really nice, and it's discounted, and I came across these things, you know. You ask, is this real leather? Yes. Why? Why support the industry when you can go for a fake leather bag, which is similar or probably even better, even nicer and even stronger? Well, you can support vegan products.
Yes, I mean your choice makes a big difference. For you it's this against that, but at the end that leather bag is someone's skin.
Yes,
so you know, you have to think about this.
And you know what, after taking that step, that decision, it makes you feel so much better.
Yes, it's guilt-free, you know,
yes.
You know, as much as possible, yes. And when it comes, have you ever heard about lab-grown meats?
Yes, and in fact I wanted to mention my friend Dorothy, who mentioned this about 5 years ago.
Yes, for those who don't know, lab-grown meats are basically they take stem cells from various animals and they grow them in a controlled environment. They need to come up with a better name, but that will come by time and marketing. But basically, it is grown in a controlled environment. There are no antibiotics and so on and so forth. It's still meat, but it's no one is dying.
So when I first heard about it, I thought this Dorothy is dreaming, you know. And she said we need to expose this. We need to work on this. We need to make our research to share it with our viewers. And at that point, I thought it was too early. Today, we must share as much knowledge as this, first of all, to help this industry grow, because we need it, we want it.
Yes.
But I was abroad a few days ago, last week, a few days ago, I noticed the adverts, the biggest brands that normally produce meat, animal protein, today are actually advertising vegan burgers. Big brands.
Yes.
So
even here it's happening here.
Yes,
The biggest
here,
brands,
exactly.
everyone knows who we're talking. The biggest brands are advertising.
Yes.
The,
And even the chocolate brands, the biggest
Yes,
chocolate brands.
yes,
So
yes.
bring it on, we'll support this all the way.
Yes.
And yes, this lab-grown meat must keep on going because the world is
yes, exactly.
moving towards
Even if
that.
you,
It's the future.
exactly, even if you exclude ethical considerations in regards to animals' life, it's the environment.
Yes.
You know, we need to think sustainably. The meat and dairy industry is the largest polluter on the planet, so we need to think sustainably.
Yes.
And to close off, you, where do you see yourself? Where is Moira going to be in a few years' time?
I thought you would come up with this question. Okay, in a few years' time, not that I do not appreciate my work. I love my work in front, in the scene, in front of a camera. However, I love my work working directly with animals. So I do hope that I will be in my boots and my trainers, whether I'm covered in mud, no makeup, my hair. This is how you probably see me later on this evening and tomorrow morning all day when I'm off. And working directly with animals. We have a goal that Malta will eventually, throughout these years of neutering education, that Malta will be strain-free until a particular year. However, this is not my idea, this is not what I came up with. This is a friend, Heidi, who is has a very important role in the Animal Welfare Gozo department, who came up with this idea, and we're working together as a group of animal lovers towards Malta free from strays, a country which is growing slowly and which will be much more appreciated by our tourists.
Yes, yes. And
Respect towards animals, neuter, education, and let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Yes, yes, that's definitely a goal to strive for. Thank you very much, Moira, for coming over. Our pleasure.
And may I congratulate you for all the hard work you do.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Leave your comments down in the description below. Otherwise, thank you for joining us, Moira, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.